I spent all night building the map. My apartment walls became a crime board. String connecting photos, documents, timelines. Red for confirmed connections, blue for speculation, yellow for questions I couldn't answer yet. At the center, Victor Pardilu. Branching off from him, Pardilu Industries. The main company, the umbrella, the source of everything. From there, Data Core. Created in 1998, focused on data collection and management. Emma worked there. Absorbed into the main company in 2010. And Algo Tech, founded 2002, specialized in algorithm development and machine learning. Megan worked there. Still operational, still doing contract work for Victor's surveillance division. 2 companies, 2 women, 1 surveillance system. I drew a line between Data Core and Algo Tech, labeled it with a question mark. What had they been building together? Lisa's words echoed in my head. Asterisk a backdoor. Hidden access to the surveillance network. Someone built a way to see through the system without being logged. Asterisk the surveillance system Pardilu Industries had developed was massive. Cameras throughout Ravenshore, data processing, facial recognition, behavior analysis. It was supposed to be the future of security. Safe, controlled, monitored, but if someone had built a backdoor, they could see everything, track everyone. Access data without oversight, without logs, without anyone knowing they were watching. That kind of power would be worth killing for. I called Burke at 6:00 a.m. He answered on the second ring, sounding like he hadn't slept either. I need your help. I figured. I told him everything, Lisa Chen, the backdoor, the connection between the companies. He listened without interrupting. When I finished, he was quiet for a long moment. This isn't about Victor, he said finally. No, Victor might not even know the backdoor exists. Someone built it into his system, used his infrastructure, stayed hidden in plain sight. Who? That's what I need to find out. Another pause. I'm on my way. Burke showed up with coffee and a box of files, old files, records from Emma's case that hadn't made it into the official archive. Personal notes, he said. Interviews I conducted off the record. Observations that didn't fit anywhere else. We spread them across my kitchen table. When Emma died, Burke said, I knew something was wrong with the company connection. Data Core was doing work for Victor's surveillance division, building the data management layer, handling information flow. But I couldn't figure out why someone would kill a low-level data entry clerk over it, because she wasn't just a data entry clerk. I held up Emma's personnel file from the case records. She was promoted 6 weeks before her death, moved to a special projects team. Burke's eyebrows rose. That's not in the official file. It was buried in the supplemental records, easy to miss if you weren't looking for it. What kind of special projects? I don't know. Data Core was absorbed into Pardilu Industries after Emma died. The records are fragmented, incomplete, but I pointed to my map on the wall. 6 months before Megan died, she was also moved to a special projects team to audit the surveillance system code. And she found the backdoor. And she started tracing it back, looking through old records, old personnel files. I met his eyes. Data Core personnel files. Burke stared at the map, the strings, the photos, the web of connections. She was looking for whoever built the backdoor, he said slowly. And whoever built it had been there from the beginning. 20 years ago, when the system was first being developed. When Data Core was operational. When Emma was alive. The silence stretched between us. Emma found it too, Burke said. That's why she was accessing confidential files, that's what she was looking for. And that's why she was killed. But who's been at these companies long enough to have built this thing? I walked to the wall and pointed to a photo in the corner. One I'd added just that morning. Pierre Aberdeen. Helpful, polite, forgettable. He's been at Algo Tech for 20 years, I said. Senior systems architect. He would have had access to everything, the code base, the development history, the infrastructure, and before Algo Tech. I taped another note to the wall, a printout from the HR files Burke had given me. Pierre Aberdeen was a junior developer at Data Core from 1999 to 2002. Burke went very still. He was there when Emma died. He was there when the surveillance system was first being built. I turned to face him. He had the skills to create a backdoor, he had the access to hide it, and he had the opportunity to know both Emma and Megan, 2 women who got close to discovering his secret. That's still circumstantial. It's more than circumstantial, it's a pattern. I pointed to the map. Data Core, Algo Tech, Emma, Megan, Pierre Aberdeen is the common thread. He connects everything. Burke stared at the wall for a long moment. We need proof, he said finally. Not connections, not patterns, proof that Aberdeen built the backdoor, proof that he knew what Emma and Megan found, proof that he had them killed. Then we find it. How? I looked at the map, at the web of companies, victims, and the man at the center who nobody had noticed. We dig into the system itself, I said. Someone I knew in the city, a tech specialist, helped us with cyber crimes. If anyone can trace a backdoor to its creator, it's him. Burke nodded slowly. Make the call.